It's a beautiful Friday afternoon here in Phoenix, Arizona, and what a better way to kick off the weekend than with the Lopes Up Classic. Today's first matchup is between the Baylor Bears and your Grand Canyon University Lopes. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome inside the GCU Softball Stadium. I am Kyle Borg, bringing you all of today's doubleheader action here from the GCU Softball Stadium, and today's first matchup of the Lopes Up Classic is the 11-4 Baylor Bears and the 9-10 Grand Canyon University Lopes. Well, the Bears come into this one after playing the first game of their doubleheader today. Just 30 minutes ago, that one wrapped up against Northern Illinois, where Baylor came away with the walk-off home run thanks to Goose McGlawn. They won that one 3-2. The Lopes come into this, their first game of the day and their second of the week. They lost to Northern Illinois on Wednesday by a score of 6-3. They will look to bounce back today. And first, let's take a look at the Baylor Bears starting lineup, brought to you by Talking Stick Resort. For the Bears, they go number 25, Nikki Dawson, number 9, Lou Gilbert, number 34, Goose McGlawn. Batting cleanup for the Bears is number 41 and the shortstop, Aaliyah Binford. Number 44, the designated player, Josie Bauer, bats 5th. 22, Anna Watson, the left fielder, bats 6th. And rounding out the order is the catcher, number 99, Zadie LaValle, number 55, the right fielder, Madison Kettler, and the second baseman, number 4, Emily Hott. And in the circle for the Baylor Bears today will be number 7, Gia Radoni. Well, the Lopes, they did come off that loss on Wednesday night here at the softball stadium. How can they bounce back today and get the win over a very talented Baylor Bears team who's been tested once already today? Let's find out with the Sanderson Ford 3 keys to the game. First key is the Lopes got to bring them home. They left 9 batters on base on Wednesday against Northern Illinois. Could have equated to a couple more runs and ultimately a win. So if they can not strand 9 people on base, they'll be in good shape. Solid defense. The Lopes had 2 costly errors as they began to cut into the Husky lead on Wednesday night, which ended up costing them 3 runs after a 3-run home run to put the Huskies up 6-1. So the Lopes need to cut down on those untimely errors and have solid defense for 7 innings. Third and finally, get the bats hot early. The Lopes struggled to get off to a decent start on Wednesday night. They ended up with 10 hits on the evening, but ultimately not enough to get the victory after a 6-3 loss. As the Lopes defense gets warmed up, the pitcher today for the Lopes starting in the circle will be number 11, Sydney Sahar. Making her 5th start of the season. She's 1-1. She's got a 4.27 ERA so far this year. 19 2/3 innings pitched. She's given up 28 hits, 17 total runs, just 12 earned. She's walked 6, hit 7, and has struck out 11 as well. And the opponents are batting .329 against the Lopes left-hander. So let's get things started as the center fielder, Nikki Dawson, settles in. Sahar will look in and get the sign, and here's the first pitch of this one. In for a strike to the center fielder, Dawson. Senior from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, steps in at an 0-1 count. Sahar winds and delivers. Gonna miss up high. Count goes even. 1 ball and 1 strike. Dawson bats .400 for the season so far through 15 games. That one high and outside again, same spot as the last pitch. 2 balls and a strike now to Nikki Dawson. Nikki Dawson is Baylor's all-time leader in career triples with 10. She picked up her 10th on March the 7th in her home state of Louisiana against Louisiana Tech. 2-1 in the dirt and inside Count will go 3 balls and 1 strike. And now the catcher, Kaylee Dietrich, wants to talk about it with Sydney. Three-one count. Here's the pitch. In the dirt, Sydney's going to walk the leadoff batter, Dawson. And that'll put 1 on for the Lady Bears of Baylor. Sydney, the left-handed sophomore from Peoria, Arizona, walks the first batter of this one. Now we'll bring up Lou Gilbert, who plays third base today. Nobody out. She'll lay down a really good bunt. It's off the bat. Fair ball. Dietrich over to first in time for out number 1. Good play from the Lopes catcher, Kaylee Dietrich, to get 1. On the sac bunt, moves the runner Dawson over. So now 1 down for the Lopes defense. Just going to miss the corner, it looked like, as the first baseman, number 34, Goose McGlon, will settle in for Baylor. She had that walk-off home run earlier today against Northern Illinois in that 3-2 win. 1-0. Inside almost got a piece of McGlon, but just misses. And the count will go 2 balls and no strikes. Goose McGlon bats .347 on the season. She does have a pair of home runs, 17 hits for her. 2-0. Thought about going around. That's in for a strike, and the count goes 2 balls and 1 strike with 1 out. And Nikki Dawson standing on second base for Baylor. Two-one. Outside, paints the corner again. And that'll even the count up. 2 balls and 2 strikes from Sydney Sahar to the first baseman, McGlon, batting third for the Baylor Bears. She'll get the sign from Dietrich and will wind and deliver the 2-2. That one will be fouled away into the netting near the first base dugout for Baylor. And the count stays even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Goose went 2 for 4 in the opening game today against Northern Illinois. And again, one of those hits was the home run. She also doubled. That one got her chasing up high, popped up. Torville's right there for out number 2. That'll bring up number 41, Aaliyah Binford, batting cleanup with 2 outs now and a runner in scoring position for Baylor. That's in for a strike. Freshman from Texas, Binford. She'll be at short today on the defensive side for Baylor. 0-1. Fouled away into the screen. No balls, 2 strikes. With 2 away and a runner on second here for Baylor. See if they can bring her around with 2 strikes. So after walking the leadoff batter, Sahar's retired 2 straight on the sac bunt and the pop out. 0-2. Got him chasing up high again. That one's going to get well out of play into the bleachers to my right, and the count will remain no balls and 2 strikes here in the top of the first inning. Binford bats .295 on the year. Shows bunt, pulls back 0-2. Got her chasing up high for strike number 3, and that will retire the side. So Sahar walks the leadoff batter and then retires 3 straight to get out of the inning. So the Bears will leave a runner on second. Sahar gets the strikeout, and the Lopes order will come to bat in the bottom of the first here in the Lopes Up Classic.
Grand Canyon University, a Christian university, is one of the largest and fastest growing universities in the country. GCU offers 270 dynamic academic programs with modern apartment-style living, classrooms, labs, restaurants, and more. Located in beautiful Phoenix, Arizona, GCU's vibrant community and expansive campus is ranked top 20 for best college campuses in America. My university integrates the free market system with a welcoming Christian worldview perspective into its academic programs and throughout campus life, so you can put your faith into action and help transform communities. GCU campus students received over $157 million in scholarships in 2020, and many students attend GCU for less than the cost of a state university. Visit gcu.edu/myoffer to see the scholarships you qualify for. Admissible high school seniors can schedule a free visit from anywhere in the country. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Visit gcu.edu/myoffer.
Bears leave a runner on second base, but the Lopes get out of it, and they will come to bat, and their order will go as follows. Leading off for the Lopes is number 24, Gianna Nicoletti. Number 18, Tabitha Dyer bats second. Number 27, Lily Bishop third. In the cleanup spot is number 20, Kristen Fifield. 26, Savannah Torville. Number 3, Anjolie Aguilar Bocage in the 6th spot. And 7, 8, 9, number 21, Caitlin Levas. Number 5, Kaylee Dietrich. And number 47, Jordan Pearson will round out the order for GCU. Nicoletti squares, pulls back, but it's in for a strike anyway. And Gia Rodoni for Baylor gets started with a first pitch strike. Rodoni making her 8th start on the season. She's thrown 2 complete games, 0-1. Missed outside for a ball. Has a 4.58 ERA. She's 3-3 in the win-loss column. Thrown 37 1/3 innings while giving up 43 hits, 20 runs. 19 of those runs have been earned. Struck out 31 while walking 15. Nicoletti slaps one to left field, but it's well foul and out of play. Well, they'll make the count 1 ball and 2 strikes to the Lopes left fielder today. Nicoletti has played and started in all 19 games for the Lopes. She'll slap another one foul, and the count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Batting .414 on the season with 24 hits and 58 at-bats. 7 RBIs. She's walked 13 times, including twice on Wednesday. 1-2 from Rodoni. Slaps one to the right side of the infield, and it's going to get past the outstretched glove of Gio Rodoni. And Gianna Nicoletti's aboard.
The right fielder, number 18, Tabitha Dyer.
A little swinging bunt from Nicoletti. Just past the outstretched glove of the pitcher Gio Rodoni. Brings up Tabitha Dyer for the Lopes. She squares to bunt and will foul it off into the screen. A 1 slapped foul. So the count is now quickly no balls and 2 strikes to Tabitha Dyer, the Lopes right fielder. She bats .360 on the season with 9 hits and 25 ABs so far. It's her 12th start and her 13th game played. Dyer sends that one into shallow center onto the outfield grass. Is the second baseman hot to retire Dyer for out number 1.
The first baseman, number 27.
And that leaves Nicoletti standing at first base for number 27, Lily Bishop, playing first base for the Lopes here today. Her 17th start of the season, 19th game played. Bishop squares to bunt. She went around, and it's no balls and a strike here to Lily Bishop, trying to move Nicoletti into scoring position. Bishop bats .265 on the season so far through 19 Lopes games. That one's popped up high. And into foul territory to make the catch is Gilbert. And that will retire Bishop.
Number 20, the center fielder, Kristen.
Brings up the cleanup batter, Kristen Fifield, for the Lopes. Another player that has played and started in all 19 games so far on the season. Nicoletti still standing at first base for GCU. Thought about going that time. Going to go back. And it's 1 ball, no strikes to Kristen Fifield. Kristen bats .333 on the season. Here's the 1-0. Catches the outside corner to even the count up. A ball and a strike. One from Rodoni. It's outside. 2 balls and strike now. Two-one. Swung on and missed by Fifield, and that will go even the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. So just like the Bears, the Lopes got the leadoff batter on, but haven't been able to move her over just yet. See if Fifield can do it with 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 away here in the bottom of the first. Rodoni delivers. Gets her looking. Strike number 3. And that will end the first inning. No score between Baylor and GCU through 1 inning. We'll go to the second after this.
When I think back on graduation day, it's such a special moment, walking across the stage, hearing your name called. I think I would really regret not walking. I think being able to finish out a long college experience with an awesome moment like graduation is really special.
If I hadn't decided to walk that day, I think I'd regret not having that sense of closure and accomplishment for that huge chapter in my life.
My name's Noah and I graduated in 2015.
My name is Lauren and I graduated in 2016.
Herff Jones, by your side.
It's not about where you were born. It's not about your gender or the color of your skin, or whether you're rich, poor, or in the middle. No matter what you play, if you have the skill and drive to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
Second inning of action getting set now to get underway. Sahar back in the circle for the Lopes, and leading off this top half of the second inning for the Baylor Bears will be the designated player, number 44, Josie Bauer. Did you see Sydney Sahar, that 1-1 record on the season and the 4.27 ERA? Baylor stranded Dawson at second after the leadoff walk in the first. First pitch is outside for a ball. Pulled into right and well foul. And that evens the count up at a ball and a strike. Sahara looks in, 1-1. Throws the off-speed pitch well outside, and now Josie Bowers ahead in the count, 2 balls and a strike. Fouled off and straight into the backstop. 2 balls and 2 strikes now for the designated player, Josie Bowers. She bats .324 on the season. She's got 12 hits and 37 at-bats to go along with 6 RBIs. Sahar steps out, and she'll step back into the circle and get ready to go. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fouled off again, and that's going to get into the screen before Dietrich can make a play on it. And the count will remain 2 balls, 2 strikes. Josie pinch hit earlier in the first game of Baylor's doubleheader today. She was 0 for 1. So looking for her first hit of this Friday afternoon. 2-2. Fouled off straight back into the screen again. Count stays 2 balls and 2 strikes. In their game yesterday against Arizona State in the 7-4 loss to the number 11 team in the country, Josie struck out twice and was 0 for 2. That one got a piece, it looks like, up top. And Bauer will be aboard. Dietrich steps out, has a word with Sydney Sahar, and we will get going again. This brings up Anna Watson playing left field today for Baylor, number 22. Watson will send that one down and in fair territory. The throw on to second, however, is going to be in time for the first out of the inning. So Watson singles. First hit for Baylor today, but because it was knuckled and not sure if Dyer was going to be able to make a play on it, Bauer had to freeze at first and was ultimately caught trying to advance to second. And now bring in the catcher. Zadie LaValle wears number 99. First pitch to the catchers, in for a strike on the outside part of the plate. LaValle bats .304 on the season. And she'll send a high fly ball into right, and you can kiss that one goodbye. Bears up 2-0. That one was right in LaValle's wheelhouse, and she got every bit of that.
The right fielder, number 55, Madison Kettler.
Kettler fouls that one off as Madison Kettler steps in. The right fielder, number 55, Madison Kettler, in the batter's box for Baylor. 0-1. Outside, she pulled back the bunt, and the count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Madison batting .261 this season so far. Just 6 hits and 23 at-bats, 3 RBIs. Nobody aboard now for Baylor after the home run. That one's in for a strike. So it's a 2-0 Baylor Bear lead here in the top half of the second. One, two. That's going to get through the hole. And there's a base hit for Kettler. And Yolar Bocage did everything possible for her to try and make a play or at least keep it in the infield, but couldn't do it. So now Kettler's aboard with 1 away. And that'll bring up the 9 batter, the second baseman, number 4, Emily Hott. That's up high for a ball. Edmond, Oklahoma native, the freshman, number 4, Emily Hott in the box. Batting .256 this season. 1-0. Runner goes to second. Throw from Dietrich is well in time. They got the runner, Kettler. And there's 2 away. Kettler was perfect on stolen base attempts. Before that one, she's now 2 for 3 on the season. But the count to the batter, Hott, is 2-0. Clips the outside corner for a strike. And now Sydney Sahar is a couple of strikes away from getting out of the inning with just giving up 2 runs. That one popped foul, well out of play. And the count is now even with 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls and 2 strikes. Here's the delivery. Up high, full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes now to the Baylor Bear second baseman. Looking to get things going again with 2 down here in the top of the second with a 2-0 lead. 3-2 is slapped foul into left and out of play, and we'll do it again. Hott with 10 hits and 39 at-bats. She started 15 games. She's played in 15, so today is her 16th start and her 16th appearance. 3-2. In the dirt, she's going to walk Emily Hott, and that's going to turn the order over.
Center fielder, Nikki Dawson.
Second walk of the day for Sydney. And now with 2 outs, that brings back up the leadoff batter, Nikki Dawson, who walked in her first plate appearance, her 5th walk of the season. Dawson will send that one. Nicoletti on the dive. It stayed in her glove, and she will retire the side. What a catch from the left fielder, Gianna Nicoletti. And we'll see that one more time. So the Bears will leave a runner on, but not before they score 2 on the home run. It's a 2-0 Baylor Bear lead. We'll see what the Lopes Bats can do when we come back.
Once you've been to hell and back, there's not much left to fear. When the boogeyman goes to sleep at night, he checks under his bed for me. Have you ever wondered who Waldo's hiding from? Me. Not even the Cougars of LA are enough to scare me. But if I get into an accident, I'm calling the boss. Sweet James. If you've been hurt, don't back down. Call Sweet James.
From reimagining the way you work to reassessing what you need, you've changed the way you do business. And now, so have we. With no annual contracts and flexible internet and voice solutions, you'll have what you need to get back to business. Rethink, reconnect, reimagine. Switch to Cox Business today.
A 2-run home run by the catcher, Zadie LaValle, gave the Bears a 2-0 lead, and then a diving Nicoletti grab ended the inning at just 2 runs. The Bears leave another runner aboard, and the Lopes bats will come up now in the bottom of the second with the leadoff batter, Savannah Torville. And she will take inside and up high for ball number 1 in her first at-bat. Savannah has another one that's played and started in every single game. She bats .358 entering the day. The 1-0. Up high again. Torville ahead now, 2 balls, no strikes. Batting .358 with 19 hits on the year, 53 ABs so far. 2-0's inside for a strike. It is going to clip the inside corner, says the home plate umpire, so the count is now 2 balls and 1 strike. Savannah, a dangerous bat at any given moment. She's got a lot of power in that bat. 2-1, off speed, top of the zone, but for a strike. And we're even, 2 balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff batter here in the bottom of the second. Torville 5th in the order, also playing third base today for GCU. And she'll send a ground ball to second, over to first, in time, hot to McGlone, and out number 1 for the Lopes.
The shortstop, number 3, Angeli Aguilar-Bocage.
Angeli Aguilar-Bocage settles in. And she'll take for a ball. Angeli batting .351 on the season so far through 19 games. She started all of those 19 games as well, and she'll take, and just like Torville, she's ahead quickly, 2 balls and no strikes. And now it is a true hitter's count, 3 balls, no strikes to the Lopes freshman from Tucson, Arizona. .3-0. Aguilar-Bocage takes, thought it was a ball, but the umpire says it's going to be just in there for a strike, and now it's 3-1. Angeli looking for hit number 21 on the season. Enters today with 20 hits. 3-1, sent high into center field. Taking a few steps over and in is Dawson for out number 2. So Aguilar-Bocage is retired. And the Lopes have 2 outs in the bottom of the second. That'll bring up number 21, Caitlin Lavis. Her first start of the season. She'll take for a strike. She'll be the designated player for the Lopes today. Batting .429 on the season, just 3 hits. This is her 8th plate appearance. She'll slap one foul into the net for strike number 2. And now Rodoni is quickly ahead on Caitlin Lavis. No balls and 2 strikes. Freshman, another Arizona native, the Peoria, Arizona freshman, Caitlin Lavis. She'll take up high. There's a ball. And she'll stay alive with 1 ball and 2 strikes with 2 away. Bottom of the second again, Lopes down 2-0 here at home. As Rodoni delivers the 1-2. Got the top corner of the zone. Her second strikeout of the afternoon. And that will retire the side for the Lopes. It is a 2-0 Baylor Bear lead as we go to the top half of the 3rd inning. You're watching the Lopes Up Classic on GCU TV.
Joel Embiid is unhappy.
Like, really unhappy.
Because the internet keeps using not-so-amazing GIFs to react to his amazing highlights. Mountain Dew presents the Joel Embiid Deserves Better Reactions gift collection.
Now I'm so happy.
GCU fans, if you haven't already, it's time to download the Lope Nation app. Watch GCU home sporting events directly from your app. Receive personalized news and score updates for your favorite Lopes teams. Follow the Lopes closer than ever, but with scores, schedules, stories, and more. And even more perks will be coming soon. Search GCU Athletics in your phone's app store or download the GCU Athletics app now at gculopes.com/app. The count is now 1-1 to the third baseman, Lou Gilbert. Number 9 settles in to lead off the 3rd inning for the Baylor Bears. Had the sack bunt in her first at-bat to move Nikki Dawson over, ultimately stranded Nikki Dawson at second base. So Gilbert will look to get her afternoon going. 0 for 3 in the opening game of this Lopes Up Classic for the Bears. She'll foul that one off, and it's 1-2. Here's the 1-2. Fouled and poked into the batting cage area and the bullpen for the Lopes on that left field side. Count remains at a ball and 2 strikes to the leadoff batter in this 3rd inning, Gilbert. 286 on the season is her average right now. Entering today, that pitch outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes for Lou Gilbert. Lou Gilbert is a sophomore. Bats left, throws right from Kansas City, Missouri. But she is in her third year with this Baylor program because the season last year was cut short and she took the extra year of eligibility. So a third-year sophomore. Baylor's got a couple of fifth- and sixth-year players on this roster, 3 fifth-year seniors and a 6-year senior in Gia Radoni, who's in the circle for Baylor today. 2-2. Inside corner. Dietrich tried to hold it there, but the count will go full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. And she's going to walk her for her third walk of the afternoon. And that's going to bring up Goose McGlon, who is 0 for 1 today, popped up to Torville in her first at-bat. First pitch to McGlon's in for a strike. McGlon was named as one of 30 candidates among NCAA softball student athletes to be considered for the 2021 Senior Class Award, which recognizes excellence both on and off the field. 0-1 is in the dirt for a ball. The Senior Class Award is an acronym. The class in the Class Award stands for Celebrating Loyalty and Achievement for Staying in School. The Senior Class Award focuses on the total student athlete and encourages students to use their platform in athletics to make a positive impact as leaders in their community. So congratulations to Goose McGlon for being nominated for that. She is now ahead 2 balls and 1 strike here in the top of the third inning in her second at-bat of the afternoon. Nobody down with Gilbert on first base for Baylor right now. They have a 2-0 lead. McGlon flies that one into center field, and making the catch on the run is Kristen Fifield for the Lopes.
Shortstop, Aaliyah Binford.
And that's going to bring up the shortstop, Aaliyah Binford. She is the lone strikeout victim of Sydney Sahar so far on the afternoon. Double play gets the Lopes out of this inning. Dietrich thought about throwing back down to first as a big swing at it from Binford will make the count 0 balls and a strike. Outside corner, not going to find the plate for a ball. Binford entered the day with 7 strikeouts. She now has 8 on her season after striking out back in the first to end that first inning. She'll send that fly ball into right field, foul territory. Making the grab is Tabitha Dyer for out number 2.
Designated player, Josie Bauer.
On the run, had to reach all the way up to get that one, and she did a great job in right field foul territory. Plenty of room to make that grab. And that brings up Josie Bauer, who was hit by a pitch on a 2-2 count back in the second to lead off the second for this Bears team, and she'll take that first pitch of this at-bat for a ball. Here's the 1-0 from Sahar. Fouled off and out of play. Well over the backstop, and the count is now even at a ball and a strike. Bauer, the designated player this afternoon, or at least in this game for the Bears. Runner on first, and now the count is 2 balls and a strike. Bauer entered the day batting .324. Her second time being hit by a pitch in that last at-bat on the season. 2-1. Outside corner, couldn't quite find it. And now it's a hitter's count at 3 balls and 1 strike. That one swung on a miss. Runner going to steal second base with no throw. And the count is full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. So Lou Gilbert advances to second on the stolen base. Big swing and a miss. Dietrich thought about throwing down there. So now Coach Pearson wants to talk about it. Trying to see maybe if that was foul or not. See if Bauer got a piece of it. If it was deemed a foul ball, then Gilbert would have to go back. It looks like we are all good to go the way it played out. So the count's full. Gilbert steals second base. Dietrich now wants the explanation from the home plate umpire. And it's 3 balls and 2 strikes on the 3-2. That one's fouled off. We're going to do it again. 2 down here in the top of the third. Lopes looking to get out of this one with no damage done. 2 have been left on base so far, 1 in each inning for Baylor, and they're looking like they might leave a third here in the top of the third. 3 balls and 2 strikes is the count. Here's Sydney Sahar looking in. Comes set. She'll wind and deliver. To complete the strikeout, the throw down to Bishop, and that will retire the side. So a strikeout by Sydney Sahar strands Gilbert at second, and it is still a 2-0 Baylor Bear lead. We go to the home half of the third when we come back.
When life seems uncertain, there's one credit union that provides both dollars and cents. Copper State Credit Union. With solutions that focus on our members, you can take advantage of competitive rates, free cashback checking, and local attentive service. Uplifting our community is a standard we live by. That's why thousands of your Arizona neighbors rely on us. Strengthening Arizona families through financial empowerment. That's Copper State Credit Union.
I'm personal injury attorney James Bergener. Accidents can happen. If something happens to you or your family, call me. My firm and I will take you by the hand and guide you through everything. You see, personal injuries are just that. They're personal. You're not a number. You're more than just a name. This is your life. At my firm, each case is professionally and personally tailored to you. So if you've been injured, I've got your back. Call me now for a free consultation.
Final pitch of the warm-up for Gia Radoni, and the Lopes trying to get out of a 2-0 hole. They have 1 hit so far on the afternoon. And they'll lead off with Kaylee Dietrich, Jordan Pearson, and then the order will flip back over to Gianna Nicoletti. Kaylee Dietrich did not play on Wednesday against Northern Illinois. Back behind the plate for the Lopes today. She's played in 17 games, started 16 of those 17 entering today. Squares to bunt, she'll pull back and take the first pitch for a ball on the inside part of the plate. Kaylee just 7 hits on the season. She's had 52 official at-bats. 1-0. Right down the middle. But a little low, looks like. So a 2-0 count now for Kaylee Dietrich. Enters the day batting just 135 on the season. 2-0, rip foul, and out of play from Kaylee Dietrich for the first strike of the afternoon for her in this at-bat. Baylor already about halfway through their second go-round. Lopes will end their first time through the order here in this inning. Pitch is too high, so 3 balls and a strike to Kaylee, who has walked just 3 times so far this season. She's also been hit by 1 pitch. She'll show bunt again, the 3-1 from Radoni. Dietrich pops that one up into foul territory. More than enough space for Gilbert to make the grab.
The second baseman, number 47, Jordan Pearson.
And that'll bring up the 9 batter, number 47, Jordan Pearson. Making her 12th start of the season. Her first at-bat of the afternoon. She'll slap that one through the side, on the left field side of the infield. And Pearson's aboard with a 1-out single. Second hit of the afternoon for GCU, and that'll turn the order back over to Gianna Nicoletti. That is Jordan's 6th hit of the season in her 24th at-bat. So the corner's playing in. Nicoletti squares to bunt, pulls back, tried to lay one down, couldn't do it. Foul ball, and the count is now no balls and a strike with 1 away. Pearson is 1 for 1 on stolen base attempts this season. So we'll see. Maybe she's in motion, and now they're going to bring in an outfielder from left field or from right field to play the infield. So 5 infielders on Nicoletti. This isn't the first time we've seen this. So Kettler now playing right behind that bag at second base. We saw Northern Illinois move their second baseman over to short as the left side of the infield shifted towards the line, and then they brought in their right fielder to play second base, just in case. And it is 0-2 for Gianna this time. She did single in her first at-bat. She do it again. She will. Safe, says the first base umpire. That was a close one, but Gianna beats it out with that speed, and she's 2 for 2 on the day. That brings up the right fielder, Tabitha Dyer. Pearson advances to second. So Pearson, Nicoletti aboard with 1 out. Here's Tabitha into the box for her second at-bat. She popped up to second base. And she'll take the first pitch for a strike. Tabitha not only plays the outfield for the Lopes, also does a little bit of pitching for them when needed. She's had 3 pitching appearances so far. Dyer to short, and that will get the lead runner Pearson at third as the play was made from Binford to Gilbert. That'll bring up Lily Bishop for the Lopes with 2 away and a runner in scoring position. So Dyer will reach on the fielder's choice. Bishop takes the first one in for a strike. Lily is 0 for 1 today. She'll find that one off the second baseman hot, and that's going to get into the outfield. Nicoletti's going to score. They're going to hold Dyer at first base. Or third base, rather, excuse me. Nicoletti comes all the way around to score, and the Lopes are on the board.
The center fielder, number 20, Kristen Byfield.
Fifield into foul territory, and that's going to retire the side.
At the end of 3 years, score Baylor 2, GCU 1.
So the Lopes get one back, and it's 2-1 Bears going to the top of the fourth inning on GCU TV.
Is it possible to cook up the barbecue bacon burger at home? Well, that depends. Does your home have fresh chopped onions, pickles, smoked cheddar, Monterey Jack, bacon, tangy barbecue sauce, and orange and white stripes with the word Whataburger emblazoned on the front of it? If so, then absolutely.
Good thing there's the limited time barbecue bacon burger at Whataburger.
It's time to get away. It's time to escape. It's a new day to play. Your retreat awaits at Talking Stick Resort. Indulge your appetite for excitement with our thrilling table games, our electrifying slots, our outstanding restaurants, and our exceptional accommodations. It's all waiting for you. It's a new day to play at Talking Stick Resort. Play in style.
Getting set for the fourth inning of play as the Lopes got a run back. It's 2-1 Bears. Sahar still in the circle for GCU. It'll be the 6, 7, and 8 batters. Watson, LaValle, Kettler, who did the damage back in the second. They'll get things going again for Baylor, trying to add on to this 2-1 lead. First pitch of the fourth is outside and in the dirt for ball number 1 to Anna Watson. Watson reached on a fielder's choice. Watson now quickly ahead, 2 balls, no strikes. The clouds have started to move in here on the campus of Grand Canyon University. Winds picked up, blowing looks like right to left, maybe a little bit out as well. And now it's a 3-ball, no strike count to the Bears left fielder. Dietrich will call time, and she wants to talk about it with her sophomore pitcher. Umpire goes out to break up the party, and we'll get set again here, top of the fourth. 3-0 count to the leadoff batter for the Bears here in this inning. In the dirt, she's going to walk her 4th walk of the day for Sydney Sahar. Watson's aboard.
Catcher, Zadie LaValle.
And that will bring up the catcher who homered in Watson to give the Bears a 2-0 lead. Her second home run of the season for the catcher, Zadie LaValle. They're going to try and stay away from her probably here in this at-bat as LaValle got all of that last pitch she saw. Homered on the second pitch of the at-bat, and she'll send that one into right over the glove of Dyer, off of the wall. Runners going. It's going to be a double for Zadie LaValle. That is just the third hit of the game for Baylor, and 2 of them have come from LaValle. Now, the Lopes coaching staff comes out and wants to talk with Sydney Sahar. So now there's 2 in scoring position, runner at third, runner at second. It's Watson on third, LaValle at second for the Bears, threatening to add at least 2 more on here in the 4th inning. Brings up the senior Madison Kettler, playing right field today. She singled back in the 2nd, but was thrown out at second base easily from Kaylee Dietrich as she was caught stealing. So here's Madison Kettler. That one, Pearson backhands, but it's going to be not in time and thrown underneath the glove of Bishop, and that's going to score a run and advance both runners. Pearson did a good job to field it on the backhand, but then threw it away as Kettler was going to be well safe. So nobody out, and it's a 3-1 lead now. So Watson scores. It's going to be single and then an error on the throw. And that's going to bring up the 9-batter Emily Hott, who's got a 1-0 count right now. Right back up the middle. That might score too. The pinch runner Smith is going to score. They're going to hold up Kettler at third and an RBI single. So now Kettler will be 2 for 2 with an RBI. 2 singles for her. And now 2 runs in for Baylor, and that's going to do it for now, at least for Sydney Sahar. That'll bring in J.C. Hambrick. So while number 19, J.C. Hambrick, warms up, we'll take a quick break and be back with the rest of the 4th inning when we come back on GCU TV.
At Tire Pros, we know your time is valuable.
And spending time with family and friends is what really matters.
Our customers are the core of our business.
That's why we make buying tires and auto service hassle-free.
Our certified technicians will keep your car running smoothly.
So you can spend your time the way that you want.
Find a convenient location near you at TirePros.com.
Hassle-free guaranteed.
J.C. Hambrick getting warmed up for the Lopes in relief of Sydney Sahar, who officially so far on the day has pitched 3 innings, gave up 5 hits, 4 runs, all earned, walked 4, struck out a pair, and hit 1 batter. She faced 18 batters on her afternoon, and here's J.C. Hambrick now for the Lopes. She'll settle in against the leadoff batter, Dawson. And now they've got Hott in no man's land. Throw down. Hott's going to be thrown out at first. Good play from the Lopes. So they're going to say Bishop was blocking the base path. Coach Pearson doesn't like it. Comes out to talk to the first base umpire Willie Newman. So Hott will stay at first base after her RBI single. Hambrick's pitch is in the dirt to Nikki Dawson, and it's 1-1. So Kettler at third, Hott at first. Nobody down. 2 runs already across here on the 4th inning. Watson and Smith account for those runs. Swung on and missed. We're going to say it's a foul ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the leadoff batter, Dawson. 5th batter of the inning for Baylor so far. Added 2 on here, scored 2 in the 2nd. 1-2, outside. Counts even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two on the way from J.C. Hambrick. It's in the dirt. Count goes full. J.C. making her 12th appearance in the circle for GCU. She's 3-4 in the win-loss column with a 4.11 ERA. 49 in the 3rd innings pitched. Here's the 3-2 right at Hambrick. She's going to get the runner at first on to home. Not in time. Not in time at the plate. Lopes do get 1 at first.
Third baseman, Lou Gilbert.
A close play as the Lopes almost got out of it. And that brings up Lou Gilbert. For her 3rd appearance today, she's had a sac bunt and a walk and a stolen base after that walk. Swings through that. No official at-bats so far for Lou Gilbert. And it's 1-1. That's going to get down into the wall. It's going to score 1. And it'll be a stand-up RBI double for Lou Gilbert. Hott comes around to score from 3rd. And it is a 6-1 Baylor Bear lead after a 4 spot so far with only 1 out. Pitch outside to McGlon for a ball. Goose rips that one through the left side. Nicoletti throwing to the infield to keep it at a single. Gilbert to 3rd. Goose's first hit of the day makes her 1 for 3. Second hit given up by JC. And that'll bring up Aaliyah Binford, the shortstop for this Baylor Bears team. So Baylor had their 6-game win streak snapped last night in Tempe at Arizona State in a 7-4 loss. And then beat Northern Illinois 3-2 earlier today. That one's driven one hop into right field will score Lou Gilbert. Goose McGlawn will advance to second. Aaliyah Binford will get the RBI single. She is also now 1 for 3 today, but put her in the RBI column. And that will bring up the 9th batter of this inning, Josie Bauer, with 1 out. So that is the first run allowed and accounted for by Hambrick. It is an earned run. Could have been a tailor-made double play, and it's off of Pearson. Runner to the plate. Throw not going to be in time. Ball was dropped. And that's going to put Bauer on second base and score McGlawn. And that'll bring up Anna Watson, who led off the inning with a walk. And now it's a 1-0 count to Anna Watson. Lopes could have got out of that inning. It looked like it was a tailor-made double play. And how about a shot to right center field? See you later. It's going to be a 3-run home run for Anna Watson. And that makes it 11-1 Baylor Bears. Another home run crushed. And with still 1 out, Baylor has put up a 9 spot, and they might not be done. Up by 10. That'll make it. LaValle is due back up. She was pinch ran for, but now back into the game. Her second at-bat of this 4th inning. She doubled and scored earlier in this inning. Homered in her first at-bat. She's 2 for 2. And it's a ball and a strike to Zadie. Smith came around to score for LaValle earlier in this inning. 1-1 is going to be a 2-hopper to Dietrich. It's 2 balls and a strike. Two one. Low and outside, 3 balls and a strike. So now a 3-1 count from J.C. Hambrick. He's given up 4 hits, 5 runs, 4 of them earned. The first 2 runs in this inning were going to go get credited to Sadie Sahar. The other run scored is not earned because of the error. That's in for a strike, and the count's full. To Zadie LaValle now. Three-two. Ringing up LaValle, first strikeout for J.C. Hambrick, and there's 2 away. First time LaValle will not be on base. And that brings up 55 Madison, Or no, we're going to get a pinch hitter for Madison Kettler.
Pinch hitting for Baylor, number 23, Alyssa Avalos.
Number 23, Alyssa Avalos will step in. She takes for a ball on the outside part of the plate. Avalos on the season, just 2 at-bats, no hits for her. And it's now quickly 2 balls and no strikes. This is the 12th batter of the inning for the Bears. Have scored 9 runs so far. 2-0 from Hambrick. Did she go around the appeal? No, she did not. And the count is 3 balls and no strikes from Hambrick to Avalos. Hambrick just looking to get out of this inning. 3-0. Gonna put her aboard. First walk of the day for Hambrick. Bring up Emily Hott, her second at bat of this inning, and the 13th Baylor Bear to come to the plate. He's 1 for 1 with an RBI single and a walk. So far, she had the RBI single earlier in this inning. Ball 1 to Emily Hott. Nine hits on the day, 11 runs for the Baylor Bears through 3 2/3, almost 4 completed innings. We'll have to play at least 5. That's in for a strike. And the count is even, a ball and a strike now. 1-1 pitch from J.C. Hambrick on the way in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike. Two-one outside. Hambrick struggling to find the strike zone right now. Came in relief of Sydney Sahar when there was nobody out here in the top half of the fourth. 3-1s inside, back-to-back walks for J.C. Hambrick, and the order will turn over again. For the second time this inning, Nikki Dawson will come to the plate. She grounded out to J.C. Hambrick for the first out of the inning. She is 0 for 2 with a walk on her afternoon. And an RBI as well. Brought in 1 on the ground out. She takes for a ball. That's right down the middle, but misses, it looked like. Maybe a little high. 2 balls and no strikes. To the leadoff batter and the center fielder, Nikki Dawson for the Bears. 2-0 on the way. It's in for a strike, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike now. See if the Lopes can get out of this inning without giving up any more runs. Avalos on second, Hott on first. 2-1. Fouled off the mask of the umpire. We're going to call time to make sure Home plate umpire is okay, but the count is now 2 balls and 2 strikes to Nikki Dawson. Looks like the training staff's coming out now. Looks like I got a really good piece of the home plate umpire. You could hear it deflect off the mask. Now all 3 umpires over here at the Lopes training staff and Coach Ann Pearson. Coach Pearson still searching for win number 500 on her career. She is 1 away. She sits at 499. She was an assistant coach early on in her career at Arizona State, her alma mater, and then came here to GCU and started this Lopes softball program. So the Lopes softball program also looking for win number 500 all time. You can see head coach for Baylor, Glenn Moore, in his 21st season at the helm. He's got 25 total seasons under his belt. 786 wins, 380 losses at Baylor, while overall in his 25 years, 925 wins, 422 losses. And it looks like home plate umpire is going to be okay. That's good to see. Anita Robinette wiping off the plate. She's ready to go. And it's a 2-2 count for Nikki Dawson. And this Baylor Bears offense, who's put up 9 runs up so far in this 4th inning of play. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, and 2 outs. A 10-run lead for the Bears. The 2-2 swung on right at Pearson. She can't make the play and hang on. And Dawson's aboard. And that will advance Avalos to third, Hott to second. The junior number 13, Hannah Thompson, she's going to settle in and get ready to go with 2 away here in the 4th, top of the 4th. She'll pinch hit for Gilbert. It's a 1-0 count to Thompson. Fouls that one off, and it's 1-1. Hannah Thompson has 2 hits and 9 at-bats. She's batting .222 on the season. This is her 8th time making an appearance in a game. 1-1 is the count with 2 away, and all the ducks are on the pond here for Baylor right at Bishop, and that will finally end the inning, but not before 9 runs are scored by the Baylor Bears, and it is a 10-run lead as we go to the home half of the 4th inning here at the Lopes Up Classic.
From reimagining the way you work to reassessing what you need, you've changed the way you do business. And now, so have we. With no annual contracts and flexible internet and voice solutions, you'll have what you need to get back to business. Rethink, reconnect, reimagine. Switch to Cox Business today.
I'm personal injury attorney James Bergener. Accidents can happen. If something happens to you or your family, call me. My firm and I will take you by the hand and guide you through everything. You see, personal injuries are just that. They're personal. You're not a number. You're more than just a name. This is your life. At my firm, each case is professionally and personally tailored to you. So if you've been injured, I've got your back. Call me now.
GCU Softball Stadium, where 11-1 Baylor Bear lead over the Lopes of Grand Canyon. Home half of the fourth inning going to get set here in just moments. The Lopes will lead things off with Savannah Torville. It will be Torville, Aguilar, Bocage, and Levis for the Lopes. Gio Rodoni still out there for the Baylor Bears. She's pitched 3 innings, given up 4 hits, just the 1 earned run, and has struck out a pair of Lopes. She's faced 13 batters on the afternoon so far. So it looks like possibly a few changes made. Cross is now at first for Baylor. Selman in at short. Avalos in left. First pitch to Torville is going to be a ball. It has been a while since Rodoni's been out there for Baylor. Probably a good 20 or so minutes. After that fourth inning, that 9 runs that the Bears offense put up, got Torville on the leg. Puts the Lopes aboard.
The shortstop, number 3, Angeli Aguilar-Bocage.
Here's Angeli Aguilar-Bocage now for the Lopes. She'll take a first pitch swing and foul it back into the netting. She is 0 for 1 today. She flew out to center field. The center fielder, Dawson, back in the second. That seems like forever ago. Rodoni takes a long look in. She'll wind and deliver. Aguilar-Bocage gets one through the hole between second base. And the Lopes have 2 aboard with nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth. The designated player, Caitlin Levis, steps up. She struck out looking to end the second inning. She'll take for a ball. So the Lopes with Torville at second, Aguilar-Bocage at first. And a 1-0 count to Levis. Nobody down. In for a strike on the outside part of the plate. Lopes just looking to put anything on the board at the moment here against the Bears. They did put one up in the third. As Levis swings through that off-speed pitch. It was a great off-speed pitch from Gio Rodoni. And the count is now a ball and 2 strikes. Wind still blowing from right to left. Here, clouds are still starting to move in. It was sunny when we started. Not anymore. 1-2. Is up high and outside, and the count is even. 2 balls and 2 strikes. An 11-1 lead for the Baylor Bears. So Rodoni will deliver that time. Swung on and missed. Her second strikeout of the day for Caitlin Levis, and the third for Gio Rodoni of Baylor. That will bring up Kaylee Dietrich, the catcher, number 5, into the batter's box for GCU. She popped up into foul territory to the third baseman, Gilbert. back in the third before the Lopes were able to get their scoring going. So we'll see if Kaylee can do anything. Entered today batting just 135 on the season. Foul ball that time. Made contact. And the count is now even at a ball and a strike. So still two aboard at second and first for GCU. It's Torville and Aguilar-Bocage respectively. Squaring to bunt and pulling back. 1-1. Low and inside. Dietrich ahead in the count now. 2 balls and 1 strike with 1 away for the Lopes here in the bottom of the fourth. Trying to play to run. Get back within single digits. And another 3-1 count for Kaylee Dietrich. Gardini's going to take a look at her wristband, and will deliver the 3-1. Dietrich made contact, popped it out, but it is out of play behind home plate, and the count goes full. At 3 balls and 2 strikes for the Lopes catcher. We'll see if the senior Gilbert, Arizona native can get something going on this 3-2. She'll rip that one through the middle. They're going to hold Torville with 1 out at third base. So a single for Kaylee Dietrich will advance Anjolie Aguilar-Bocage to second, Torville to third, and give Dietrich her first hit of the afternoon and the 5th for the Lopes. And we'll get a pinch hitter.
Pinch running for GCU, now at first base, number 15, Christine
Bellavia will pinch run for Dietrich at first. And now a pinch hitter for Pearson. It'll be Daisy Taloa for GCU. Didn't play on Wednesday, but now stepping in with 1 out in a big spot for the Lopes. Up high and a 1 hop off the backstop. Right back to LaValle, and it'll be a 1-0 count for Daisy Taloa. Daisy bats .233 on the season. Off speed is in for a strike. Daisy's got 10 hits and 43 at-bats on the season so far through 19 games for the Lopes. She's played in 17 of those, started 15 up high for a ball, and it's 2-1 to Taloa. The freshman from Rose Park, Utah, settles in with a 2-1 count. Missing the top part of the outside corner, and now Taloa 3-1. Ahead in this count, she's got 4 walks on the season, has been hit by 1 pitch as well. Walk here would drive in Savannah Torville from third and get the Lopes back within 9. Taloa swings, and the count goes full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Still just 1 away here in the bottom of this 4th inning. Baylor up 11-1, so if the score remains 8 or more after the 5th inning, this game will be over. But it's a 3-2 with 1 out right here. Taloa swung on and missed for out number 2. 4th strikeout of the day for Gio Rodoni. Had only 2 in her last start against Arizona State yesterday in Tempe. For the third time today, Gianna Nicoletti steps up. She's 2 for 2, pair of singles and a run scored as well. She'll take first strike. See if Gianna can drive in a run for the Lopes, maybe more than one. She got 7 RBIs on the season entering today. 0-1, Nicoletti swings through it, and the count is now 0-2. She did single on an 0-2 count back in the third before coming around to score on the RBI single from Lily Bishop. (0-2) with 2 outs. Nicoletti sees it well and takes it for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. To the left fielder for GCU. Slow ground ball to second. That'll be in time, over from hot to cross. The Lopes load them up, but can't bring them home. It is still an 11-1 lead for the Baylor Bears. And we will go to what could be the possible 5th and final inning when we come back.
Joel Embiid is unhappy.
Like, really unhappy.
Because the internet keeps using not-so-amazing GIFs to react to his amazing highlights. Mountain Dew presents the Joel Embiid Deserves Better Reactions gift collection.
Now I'm so happy.
Get the best gear to show off your Lope pride. Go to lopeshops.gcu.edu to find everything GCU, from the newest apparel to the coolest accessories. Use promo code GCUTV20 today only to get 20% off for being a GCU TV viewer. Log on and get your gear today. J.C. Hambrick comes back out for inning number 2 of work on her afternoon, and leading us off here on the top of the 5th will be the junior who came in to play first base back in the bottom of that 4th inning. It'll be number 12, Kendall Cross. Cross will take for a ball. And she's going to plunk Kendall Cross, and she is aboard. So Cross still no official at-bats on the season. And she'll be on first base for Baylor. That'll bring up the shortstop who came in to play shortstop for Aaliyah Binford. This will be number 18, Campbell Selman, who is 0 for 3 on the season for the Bears. That's in for a strike. The Lufkin, Texas native and a freshman for this Bears team. The Bears did return all but one player from last year's roster, as some of them took the extra year of eligibility. And they added some key freshmen as well. It's quickly no balls into strikes to Campbell Selman. And that's going to be a ball. 1-2 is the count. See if Hambrick can get an out or two right here. 1-2. Swung on and missed. J.C. Hambrick gets strikeout number 2 of the afternoon, and Campbell Selman is retired. Looks like we're going to get another pinch hitter for the Baylor Bears. It'll be number 15, Sydney Collasos. And she'll drive that one through into right field for a base hit. That'll move across to second. Give Collasos a single. And that's the 5th hit surrendered from J.C. Hambrick so far. Here's Anna Watson, who 1 for 2 today, has scored 3 times. She's got 3 RBIs because she hit a 3-run home run in her second at-bat of the 4th inning after walking in her first at-bat. And the first pitch to Watson is a strike. She has scored every time she's been up, reached on a fielder's choice, walked, and then that 3-run home run. She'll send that one into right center field. It'll get down all the way to the wall. They're going to send Cross. Hold the second runner, but Cross is in, and it's 12-1. No, it's an RBI double for Watson to bring up LaValle. LaValle 2 for 3 with a run scored, 2 RBIs, a double and a home run for her as well. And she's at an 0-1 count right now. This has been the most dangerous part of the order, this bottom to middle third for Baylor, with Watson and LaValle and Josie Bauer as well before she was pinch hit for. No balls and 2 strikes is the count, and it's a 12-1 Baylor Bear lead here in the top of the 5th. So if the Lopes can't get some runs back, this one will end after the 5th inning. But the Lopes have to get out of this inning first, just 1 down. 0-2. Outside, LaValle takes 1 ball and 2 strikes. One-two from Hambrick off speed. Got a piece of it, was LaValle to keep the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes. LaValle took a big swing at that one. Looked like she wanted to send another one over the wall. Both home runs have been to right center field today, and both have gotten every bit of that pitch. Jammed her on the inside, flies out to Aguilar Bocage. And there are 2 away. So 2 away. And then I'll bring up Alyssa Alvalos. Rancho Cucamonga, California native, the junior. She'll step in for her first at-bat, the senior. Inside for a ball. Avalos now playing left field for the Bears, giving Watson a break. giving Kettler a break, playing in the outfield. She'll now have a 2-0 count. Madison Kettler had a good day, 2 for 2. Pair of singles for her, a run scored as well. 2-0 to Avalos is going to be a grounder. Tough play. Aguilar-Bocage coming on. Throw to Bishop. Well in time. The Lopes get out of it with just surrendering the 1 run. And it's a 11-run, 12-1 Baylor Bear lead. To the home half of the 5th inning we go after this.
Grand Canyon University, a Christian university, is one of the largest and fastest growing universities in the country. GCU offers 270 dynamic academic programs with modern apartment-style living, classrooms, labs, restaurants, and more. Located in beautiful Phoenix, Arizona, GCU's vibrant community and expansive campus is ranked top 20 for best college campuses in America. My university integrates the free market system with a welcoming Christian worldview perspective into its academic programs and throughout campus life, so you can put your faith into action and help transform communities. GCU campus students received over $157 million in scholarships in 2020, and many students attend GCU for less than the cost of a state university. Visit gcu.edu/myoffer to see the scholarships you qualify for. Admissible high school seniors can schedule a free visit from anywhere in the country. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Visit gcu.edu/myoffer.
Let's go ahead and take a look at the GCU upcoming schedule. All of these games taking place today. Northern Illinois will be playing this Lopes softball team 30 minutes after the conclusion of this one. Men's basketball in the WAC tournament semifinal tonight against Seattle. Women's basketball should be getting just underway in their semifinal against Utah Valley. Both those games on ESPN+. And baseball starts their 4-game set against UTRGV to kick off WAC play. Tonight you can catch Jack O'Hara on the call for that one. Dyer, Bishop, Fifield, the final chance for the Lopes to get some runs across to start us off. And it's a 1-0 count to Tabitha Dyer, who is 0 for 2 today. Did reach base, but on a fielder's choice, and then popped up to second. Pitch to the same spot, and it's 2 balls and no strikes to Tabitha Dyer. The Penn transfer looking to get aboard for the Lopes and possibly start something. Just trying to chip away at this 11-run lead. Lopes need to score 4 to play the 6th. It's a 2-1 count as Tabitha fouls that one away. She's in right field today for the Lopes. Entered the day batting .360 on the season. Also does a little bit of pitching. She's had 3 pitching appearances in 1 start for the Lopes in the circle, and she'll reach and ground that one out to cross at first for out number 1. Lily Bishop will settle in, the senior who transferred into this Lopes program a couple of seasons ago from NC State. She'll settle in. She'll send a high fly ball into foul territory, and it'll get to the wall before play can be made, and it's 0-1 for Lily Bishop. Bishop is 1 for 2 today. Had an RBI single back in the 3rd, which drove in what is the lone run, which was Gianna Nicoletti back in that 3rd inning. Bishop takes inside, not going to be a strike, however. And the count is now even. So this is Marin Judish in to pitch for the Baylor Bears now. Rodoni's day is done, it would appear. So Judish on the season, 2.80 ERA. This will be her 8th appearance. She started a pair of games, and she's 2-0 in those starts. 17 1/3 innings pitched so far on the season for her. 2-1, Bishop Grounding that to Selman at short, picked out of the dirt by Cross, and there are 2 away. Here in the bottom of the 5th inning, the Lopes down to their final out. It's Kristen Fifield to settle in for GCU. So as a part of this Lopes Up Classic, the Lopes were supposed to take on UTEP in the 2nd game, and Kristen's sister Caitlin, who played softball at UTEP and is an assistant coach there, they were unfortunately not able to make the trip to Phoenix for this weekend. Had a couple of COVID-related issues, and Kristen will foul that one off before a play can be made on it, and it's 0-1 with 2 outs. Entered the day batting .333. She is 0 for 2 today with a strikeout looking, and flew out into left field in foul territory earlier today as well. Gets on base 37% of the time, 1-1. Outside corner, last strike now for Kristen Fifield in the Lopes against a Baylor Bears team that's been in and out of the top 25 all season long. One-two. Fifield will pop it up. Selman is on to make the grab, and this one is over. So it is a 12-1 Baylor Bear lead. And we'll go ahead and take a look at your final stats update brought to you by Commonwealth Insurance. Baylor had 11 hits on those 12 runs scored. No errors, left 8 on base. The Lopes did have 6 hits, but left 6 on base. Baylor bat .286 on the day. The Lopes .316, and that is your Commonwealth Insurance game summary. So the Baylor Bears will move to 12-4 on the season. We'll now have a 2-game winning streak going into tomorrow. The Lopes fall to 9-11 on the season, 6-10 here at the GCU Softball Stadium. They'll get set for their 5th game of the week against Northern Illinois in just about 30 or so minutes, so we hope you'll stick around. The Lopes will see the Bears tomorrow in a rematch of today. The Lopes Up Classic continues in just moments, so we hope you'll be with us for the Northern Illinois Huskies and your Grand Canyon University Lopes. I'm Kyle Borg, saying have a great rest of your day. We hope you join us here back shortly right here on GCU TV.